to all so sweet and fair. All must surely gaze in wonder at thy gifts so rich and rare. Rivers, valleys, hills, and mountains, all these gifts we do extol. Healthy and soul like all fountains, giving cheer that warms the soul.
Please be seated. Your Excellency, Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Honorable Melissa Popon Skerrit, wife of the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Honorable Kozia Frederick, Minister for Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment, and Constituency Empowerment, and Parliamentary Representative of the Celebia constituency, Honorable Members of Cabinet, Ms. Elena Koenig, Deputy Secretary General of the European External Action Service, Her Excellency Małgorzata Wasilewska, Head of Mission of the European Union to Barbados, the Eastern Caribbean countries, OECS, and CARICOM, CARIFORUM, Mr. Lorenzo Sanford, Kalinago Chief, Ms. Karine Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Ms. Denise Edwards, Financial Secretary, Dr. Kira Paul, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, other Permanent Secretaries, Mr. Vanti August, beneficiaries, other invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are here this morning for a momentous occasion, the handing over of 18 homes in the Kalinago territory. But before we begin, we would like to call Mr. Vanti August to come to lead us in an opening prayer. We'll ask Ms. Teresa Frederick to lead us in prayer, please.
Let's bow our head and let's pray. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day. I thank you for the sunshine. I thank you for everything that you have given to us. Father God Almighty, you have told us in your own words, knock and the door shall be open. Seek and ye shall find. Father, our leaders have done just that. Lord Jesus, I ask you to protect and guide them all. Guide each and every one of us to see this day. Some have not seen the day, but we are grateful to be here. Father, I thank you for our Prime Minister, his wife, and all those who have made it their point of duty to be here with us today. The beneficiaries who have been waiting for so long, but today we are here to celebrate in your name. Christ Jesus, I thank you, I honor you, I give you praise. And Father, I know with the leadership of Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, we will see much more. Father God in heaven, I thank you again. And I thank you for the sunshine, as I have said before. I raise my voice, Jesus, to you as you listen to our plea and our call. In your precious name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Ms. Frederick. We will now call the Kalinago Chief, Mr. Lorenzo Sanford, for the welcome and opening remarks.
Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Miss Honorable Melissa Popon Skerrit, his wife, Honorable Prime Minister and Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Honorable Kozia Frederick, Minister of Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment and Constituency Empowerment, and Parliamentary Representative of the Salibia constituency, Honorable Members of Cabinet, Ms. Helena Koenig, Deputy Secretary General of the European External Action Service, Her Excellency Wasilwaska, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, Head of Commission of the European Union to Barbados and Eastern Caribbean countries, OECS CARICOM and CARIFORUM, Ms. Karine Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Ms. Denise Edwards, Financial Secretary, Dr. Kyra Paul, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Housing, Urban Development, other parliamentary secretaries, Ms. Colleen Roberts, National Authorizing Officer for the European Development Fund, Ms. Teresa Frederick, beneficiaries, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Mabrika. Welcome to the 11th European Development Handing Over Ceremony of the State and Resilience Building Contract. I am honored to have you here within our Kalinago community, marking another significant milestone in our journey towards progress and resilience. I would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica for the unwavering support to our Kalinago space. Your dedication has been instrumental in empowering and uplifting our vibrant community. As Kalinago Chief, it brings me joy to witness the remarkable development within our indigenous space. This progress is a testament to our collective efforts and the enduring spirit of our Kalinago community. Together, we are creating a path of prosperity and empowerment for generations to come. I want to express our profound appreciation to the European Union for their indispensable contribution. Their support has been a cornerstone in realizing the vision that we celebrate today. I am certain that the families who will be receiving these homes today are filled with happiness and gratitude. I want to take a moment to encourage them to cherish and take good care of these homes. These are not just shelters. They are the foundations of our community's future. Let us continue to work together to strengthen resilience, foster growth, and build a brighter future for all. Ayahora.
Thank you, Mr. Sanford. We now call on students of the Salibia Primary School to do a poetic presentation for us.
Money and shelter. I have them all. Why is this heaven that's life? Why is it to me all? Food, clothing, money, and shelter are all requirements of my body. While pursuing all these material necessities, I forgot to feed my soul. An engine needs fuel to be propelled. Soul needs a goal. Without goal, the life is empty. Goal makes the life whole. No goal means life to the fullest, I need to have something in the morning to wake up for.
Thank you so much. We have with us this morning Ms. Helena Koenig, the Deputy Secretary General of the European External Action Service for Economic and Global Issues. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you, Madam, to the podium.
Your Excellency, Sylvain Burton, President, dear Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Garrett, honorable members of Cabinet, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I am really honored to be here today and join in handing over these houses, rebuilt with the support of the European Union. While not being here, I do remember the dramatic and horrifying images of the passage of Dominica of Category 5 Hurricane Maria. Standing here today, it is hard to imagine what you all have been through in September 2017 and the months to follow. What I see now are solid and functional houses instead of destruction. This community has stronger homes to help better protect lives and to rebuild communities. Caribbean countries face risks during each and every hurricane season, and they are getting longer. Just recently, we were reminded of this again with Tropical Storm Philippe. The frequency and impact of these events is growing every year. Uncertainty is growing every year. I have great admiration for your continued resilience in the face of such shocks. Preparedness needs to prevail. The impact of climate change has no borders. In Europe too, we see the impact of more frequent and more intense natural disasters. Yet the difference in capacity for preparedness are notable when it comes to recovery, to repairing the damage, to strengthening the infrastructure in order to cope with future events, and to ensure that citizens will continue to stay safe. When Maria hit, the European Union was among the first to support partner countries in coping with the aftermaths of the disaster through the civil protection mechanism with the involvement of EU member states, including Netherlands, France, Belgium, among others. Some months later, the EU answered to the need for recovery, and just as important, to your country's political and civic movement and commitment to rebuild Dominica as the first climate-resilient nation of the world. This ambitious goal deserves our recognition and our support. The EU put in place 19 million euro at that time in support of building back better your nature island. We engaged in a comprehensive program built on the concrete needs expressed by your government, aiming to better prepare for future natural events through the construction of 2 regional shelters in key affected areas, to support the mainstreaming of building standards and resilience requirements in key national policies, to allow the country to carry out its social security policy in times of budgetary constraints, and last but not least, to rebuild houses, especially in the vulnerable Kalinago territory. This last achievement of the program is what brings us here today. There is no higher reward than to see the concrete results of our common efforts for us and, of course, even more for you. And we continue our common efforts together through regional programs a lot. The EU support programs managed by the Caribbean Development Bank and the World Bank, as well as a program of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency focused on building resilience to disasters in the Caribbean states. There is also an ACP EU Disaster Risk Management Program for the Caribbean, and in Dominica, concretely supporting capacity building for operating and maintaining the hydromet and seismic network. We hope to continue this cooperation also in the future. Earlier this week, EU colleagues have been discussing with different government counterparts the possibility of a European Union Caribbean Resilience Program, which would benefit Dominica over the coming years. Dear President, dear Prime Minister, I can't thank you enough, both you and your teams, for the excellent work done under this component of our budget support program. The COVID-19 crisis did not make things easier for any of us, but still, the results are here in front of our eyes. I appreciate all the actors' efforts that have been involved. The Office of Disaster Management, the construction company, Ambassador Barron, and the CREE team, to name but a few. Thank you. I'm also grateful to the communities of the Kalango territory who have been supporting and welcoming in this project. Lastly, I would also like to thank our own European Union team and their counterpart in your government, the Office of the National Authorizing Officer, in particular Ms. Colleen Roberts, whose efforts and hard work has resulted in what we see here today. So all of you, thank you so much. And thank you also for this beautiful ceremony in these amazing surroundings, and for the strong partnership that we have built and will continue building together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Koenig, for your kind words. We would like to call now Honorable Kozia Frederick, Minister for Environment, Rural Modernization and Kalinago Upliftment, and Parliamentary Representative for the Salibia constituency, to address us. Minister Frederick.
Let me first acknowledge Your Excellency Sylvanie Burton and her husband, the President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister, and Melissa Poppon Skerrit, Honorable Minister for Housing and wife of the Prime Minister. My honorable colleague, cabinet members, Grant Edwards McIntyre, who are here with me this morning. Her Excellency, the Deputy Secretary General, Koenig, Helena Koenig. Ubutu Lorenzo Sanford, Ms. Karen Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Dr. Kira Paul, and all the permanent secretaries, Ms. Colleen Roberts, the National Authorizing Officer for European Fund. The beneficiaries here this afternoon to your right, my left, and the students of the Salvia Primary School, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, past parliamentary representatives, Daru and Grano. I really would like to welcome our special visitors to the Salibia constituency. The Salibia constituency is named after Salibia, which is the original name for this part of the region. And I welcome you more particularly to the Sensi community. To my right is a wonderful legend, a myth and legend of the centipede. And one of these days I will engage in a wider conversation about the myth and legend of the centipede. But you are on sacred ground. What I'm saying is that you are on sacred ground in the Kainago space. And we are on the grounds of the Salibia School, which have nurtured many, many Kainago braves. And right here in the audience are some of the braves who have been nurtured on these grounds as we continue to develop our Kainago space. But I'm here because I'm very delighted about the development of the Kainago space. And more importantly, the development of housing within that space. I am reminded that the housing revolution, the well-spoken about revolution, started really in the Kainago space. I'm reminded by the Honorable Prime Minister, he started in that space because of his understanding of history and the importance of creating a safe space for the first inhabitants of that island, Waitukubuli. So, but all of this didn't just happen overnight. It was a series of hard work, and hard work which have started back in the 2000s with the leadership of Kelly Grano, Honorable Kelly Grano, and also leadership from Ashton Grano. and Cassius Darrow in recent times. And it is the work that have been done to ensure that people within that space live with some dignity, because we are of a proud heritage, and we have contributed significantly to this wonderful island we call home, called Waitikubuli. And so the Carnago community, the Salibia constituency by extension, have benefited from the government's intervention post-Hurricane Maria. A big proclamation that we would build 5,000 homes, and out of those 5,000 homes, that 500 of them would be built in the Carnago space. We have received more than 125 homes under the Housing Recovery Project. And this ceremony today is adding to the stock that we already have. And so at the end of this ceremony, we'll have handed over 50 homes funded through the European Union to the Carnago space. And this is not a simple thing, because we are speaking about 50 homes in difficult economic times, with inflation of prices and everything. So the homes which started off as a $250,000 home, within the course of that journey became $330,000. And as we speak today, these homes are costing $500,000. And so it's to the beneficiaries on the other side, Super and Paige and Chief Ovins over there, and Biggs over there. You have a serious piece of investment. You have $500,000 that the government and the European Union have invested in you to make sure that you live comfortable lives, you live lives with dignity. And so the resilient housing concept designed by the government with the leadership of Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit is very crucial to us for many, many reasons. Because, like the student said just now, housing is a human right, a fundamental human need. It serves as a foundation for addressing a range of challenges. And in a nutshell, what it really does, it improves everyone's overall quality of life, being a safe and comfortable home. And what it also does, it provides some security and stability. And so when there's an announcement that there's impending weather conditions, there's a trough system, or there's a tropical storm, that people feel safe and they feel secure, knowing that they can go into their homes and they can be protected from that natural phenomena. And so it is very, very clear that our government understands the importance to provide a secure environment, a safe environment, because it affects not only families, but individuals, and more importantly, it affects children. And in so doing, we are able to overcome a lot of problems. The health issues, homelessness, poverty, all of those issues can be addressed because we do have a safe and stable environment to live from. It is something that has been discounted sometimes from the conversation. Having a safe and secure home also helps with your state of mind, your mental state. And so you are physically challenged when storms occur, but also it affects you in your mental faculties. And there are many, many stories after Hurricane Maria across our wonderful space where people are still traumatized when the sound of rain drops on the galvanized roofs, when there's a gust of wind coming through. And so with this wonderful gift from the European Union, with our leadership from the Honorable Prime Minister, and also say that to the Carnago folks here, that the idea was to have these homes built across Dominica. And the Prime Minister in his wisdom, understanding again the need for keeping a vulnerable community safe, decided to build all those homes in the Carnago space. And so it really tells to his compassion and his love for our people to ensure that we have a safe space. So the mental state is so important. And I know that from tonight, that you will be in a better place, knowing that you're in a safe space, even as you come to the end of the hurricane season. Now, having a safe home is also very important for the things you can access. Because Dawasco or the power company, Domlec, or a telecommunications company like DSL wouldn't just go and connect a service to any kind of structure. So because you don't now have a safe home, you can get access to internet, you can get access to power, to proper potable water, and all of those other services that everybody enjoy. And so it's not just being a safe place, but it's being a space where you can get all of those modern amenities that for a very long time have evaded some of us, even in the post-Maria situation. And what happens when we do have good homes, we have safe homes, and like we say locally, when you have your key to your door, your front door, you feel part of the community. You feel that you're part of a community of people who care, and you're engaged. You can go home and you can safely open your door, and you can be in a safe environment. So you're not an outcast. So what that does for us here, this project, we have created more than 50 homes where families feel part of modern society. We're not stuck in a shack on a hillside or in a tent, but we're part of society because we are now engaging all of the trappings of a modern society. What we also realized is that in all of this, in the post-marriage situation, we all, and in the hard economic times, many of the beneficiaries here are also looking for jobs. They want to go out to work. But for the most part, some of them could not do that stuff because they don't have a safe space to operate from. And so it's not part of the conversation, but what we realize is having a safe home can provide people with the means to have a different economic situation and to be able to go out safely and have a job and work the 8 hours a day and also because having a house also have commitments. And so to the beneficiaries here, these are wonderful homes. You have to keep them clean, keep them maintained, plant flowers around the homes and maintain everything, make sure the plumbing works and the power doesn't trip. All of these little things, these are the intricacies of having a home, being a homeowner. And in so doing, it means that you're going to have some cost on your hands. You're going to have to pay your power bills and your water bills. And so your economic situation has to change because you have to put yourself in a position to be able to get those resources. Because you do have homes who are as we speak, ready to go, fully equipped and fully ready as a living space. Just seeing the wonderful children here from my past school, Salibia. What the housing also will do for those 50 people and the other 125 or more who have received the other homes, it will provide a stable home for us to grow our families. And to grow the family. We have there was a call some time ago to make something happen. We have a dwindling population. And so having a safe home can give us an opportunity to expand our families and to expand our communities because it is an important part in our conversation because we need a population to have a truly vibrant economy. In the end, I from all of the research and from what we see on the ground, having these wonderful homes will just generally make people less vulnerable, and it will build people's self-esteem. It will build their dignity. It will provide a space where for those of us who have sort of lost part of our livelihoods because of the ravage of Hurricane Maria can, in a sense, rebuild our lives. So we build homes, but we're also rebuilding lives. So as I end, I really want to thank the Honorable Prime Minister for allowing these homes to be built within that space. There are many people in the course of the journey who have worked really hard. I see in the audience now PS Valmont, but formerly at the NEO, who was sort of a pet project. Past PS Mandra Fagan and past PS now President of the Concord Dominica, Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, who worked hard and who really did the work to ensure that we do justice to what we have as an indigenous population. And the work from the President in his office and all of the guys like Jackie and all those guys who
Thank you so much, Minister Frederick. Honorable Melissa Popon-Skerrit is the Minister responsible for Housing and Urban Development, and who I take distinct pleasure in inviting to the podium to address us.
Let me recognize the presence of Your Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton. Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Honorable Kozia Frederick, Minister of Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment, and Constituency Empowerment, as well as the parliamentary representative for the Salisbury constituency. Other honorable members of Cabinet, Ms. Helena Koenig, Deputy Secretary General of the European External Action Services, Her Excellency Vashi Lusky, Head of the Mission of the European Union to Barbados, the Eastern Caribbean countries, OECS and CARICOM and CARIFORUM, Mr. Lorenzo Sanford, our Kalinago Chief, Ms. Karen Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Dr. Kira Paul, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, other permanent secretaries, Ms. Colleen Roberts, National Authorizing Officer of the European Development Fund, Mr. Vanti Yogis, beneficiaries, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, the children with us here today, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather here in the heart of the beautiful Kalinago territory to celebrate a milestone achievement in our collective pursuit in resilience and inclusive housing. And just less than 2 weeks ago, a Kalinago woman made history by becoming the first ever Dominican president of Kalinago descent and the first ever female president. This historic juncture fills us with pride and also represents a significant step towards in the development of the Kalinago community. Today, we witness the fulfillment of a promise we made to the resilient people of the Kalinago territory, a promise to rebuild stronger, safer, and more sustainable homes following the devastation of Hurricane Maria. As of January 2023, we have already achieved the remarkable feat of handing over 18 homes, and this represents a significant step towards our ultimate goal of providing 50 such homes in total under this EDF program. Additionally, in this present year alone, this government has handed over a total of 92 climate-resilient homes to families across Dominica. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you as the Minister of Housing to mark the handing over ceremony of an additional 18 resilient homes made possible by the government of Dominica with the generous support of the European Union through the 11th European Development Fund program. The investment in this crucial project which has already made a substantial impact, stands at approximately $13 million. This momentous occasion not only demonstrates our commitment to become the first climate-resilient nation in the world, demonstrated through housing security for all our citizens, but also showcases the strength of international cooperation and partnership. And I would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to the European Union for their unwavering commitment to the development of our nation. Their invaluable financial assistance has assisted us in transforming a vision of climate-resilient housing into a reality for the wonderful people of the Kalinago territory. And this is a testament to the EU's dedication to fostering sustainable development and improving the quality of life for communities across the globe. Resilience in the face of natural disasters and unforeseen challenges in a quality deep ingrained in the spirit of the Kalinago people. The homes that we are handing over are not just bricks and mortar. They are symbols of our shared determination to provide safe and secure shelter to those who call this territory their home. These homes have been designed and constructed with the utmost care, using state-of-the-art technology and materials to withstand the most vigorous tests of resilience. As we stand amidst this serene landscape, surrounded by the lush greenery and the rich cultural heritage of the Kalinago people, we are reminded of the importance of preserving and honoring our traditions. These new homes have been built with utmost respect for the environment and the unique cultural identity of this territory. We have ensured that they blend seamlessly into the natural beauty that surrounds us, paying homage to the rich history and heritage of the Kalinago community, our indigenous people. Housing isn't just about shelter. It's about belonging. It's about security and hope. The occupants of these homes represent a broad spectrum of our community, underlying the vulnerability faced by some residents in Concord, Gaulette River, St. Cyr, and the Mahaut River. Among them are our senior citizens, visually impaired individuals, single mothers with multiple children, and large low-income families, all of whom will benefit immensely from these resilient homes. Ladies and gentlemen, providing a new home to the less fortunate is like giving them a key to unlock a brighter future, because everyone deserves a place to call their own. And I have seen firsthand the instant positive changes in the lives of people across Dominica. I have seen drastic improvements in the mental state of parents. I have seen decrease in asthma attacks and the slow growth in children. I have seen the immediate joy and happiness in the presence of our elderly, making their twilight years even more rewarding, prolonging their lifespan, like they say. The positive social impact on our society means a lot to us, and so we as a government remain committed to ensure that the lives of our citizens are enriched with fulfillment. These resilient homes designed with care and state-of-the-art materials symbolize our shared determination to provide secure and stable shelter. With these resilient homes, we are not merely addressing a basic human need. We are nurturing the aspirations and the dreams of the families who will now call these houses their homes. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all the dedicated individuals and the European Union who have played a pivotal role in making this project a reality. From the NAO office, the architects, the builders in the community, the leaders in the community, and the residents who provided valuable input, your collective effort has been nothing short of extraordinary. To the families who will soon occupy these homes, I say this: may these homes not only shield you from the elements, but also serve as a foundation for your aspirations and your sanctuary and for your dreams. May they be filled with love, laughter, and cherished memories for generations to come. The Bible says, "For every house is built by someone, but God is the ultimate builder of everything." You may thank the government and the representatives of the EU, but we are just working as his vessels. Don't forget to give thanks and praise to the Almighty Father for the blessings that he has bestowed upon you. In conclusion, today's handover ceremony symbolizes the power of collaboration, resilience, and the unwavering commitment to improving the lives of our Dominican people. Let us continue to work together, inspired by the spirit of the Kalinago people, to build a future where every citizen enjoys safe and resilient housing. Together, we can create a stronger, more inclusive, and resilient nature. Thank you to all, and may these homes stand as a testament to our shared vision of a dynamic, resilient Dominica.
Thank you, Minister Popon-Skerrit, for your passion and your commitment. At this time, we would like to call one of the beneficiaries to give a testimony for us. Devon Barry, come, please.
All right, so this is the time when we get to really know how the people who get in the house really feel. So I am truly honored and grateful for the incredible kindness and support that our government has shown us during the challenging times. The handing over ceremony for the house built for my parents and many of us Kalinagos is a testament to the resilience of our community and the unwavering dedication of our leaders. In the aftermath of Hurricane Maria, when our lives were turned upside down, it felt as if we were navigating through the darkest of storms. But through it all, our faith in God and the unwavering spirit of the people in our beloved Dominica sustained us. The generosity of and love that went into building these homes is a true reflection of the compassionate hearts that lead our nation. We give thanks to God for guiding our government and inspiring them to undertake such a noble endeavor. As we accept this beautiful home, we do so with humble hearts and immense gratitude. May this act of kindness serve as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, our community and government and our faith in God can help us rebuild and thrive. I just want to thank everyone that helped us guide us through this troubling time, this storm. And it's a very reassuring that what makes our country so strong is not the wealth, not the power. Sure, there are nations that are stronger, powerful than us, but what keeps us strong than all of them is our love, our unity, and the love and care we have for our people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Devon. At this time, the Karina Cultural Group will do a cultural performance for us. Let's make the Karina Cultural Group feel welcome. appreciated this presentation. Let's give them a round of applause. Please. And I guess they should encourage us to listen to the calendar for the day. Yeah. Every Monday to Friday.
Good night, people. You know, you should that.
Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, the leader of our government, and in whose care the European Union has entrusted 19.6 million euros. That is really mutual trust between the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica and the European Union. Honorable Skerrit, you will please come and speak.
Thank you. Let me first of all recognize in our presence Your Excellency Sylvanie Burton, our President, and Mr. Burton. My wife, Honorable Minister Skerrit, Minister for Housing, Honorable Hosea Frederick, our Parliamentary Representative for the Salivia constituency, my Cabinet colleagues, Ms. Helena Coney, Deputy Secretary General of the European External Action Service. We are very happy to have you in Dominica. Her Excellency Vasilevsky, a Dominican, who is head of mission of the EU to Barbados, Eastern Caribbean, OECS, and CARICOM, CARIFORUM. And of course, our friends from the European Union who are part of the delegation here today. Mr. Lorenzo Sanford, our Carnival Chief, Permanent Secretaries, Ms. Colin Roberts, National Authorizing Officer for the European Development Fund, beneficiaries, and I see my friend Mami Silva, who will be receiving a home today. I see Felma there, and I see Ronald Sanford, and of course, my dear friend Rosalie Francis, who I see dancing earlier to the Carnival woman. Ladies and gentlemen, friends all, good morning. Good afternoon, good morning. It is always a pleasure to be here with you in the Carnival territory. This time for the handing over of an additional 18 homes to deserving residents of this community. This ceremony is not merely a symbolic handover. It signals the start of entirely new lives for the recipients of these new homes. Today, 18 families will experience the joy of home ownership, of being able to step into a clean, modern space they can call home. We cannot put a value to the feeling of well-being and comfort that comes from having your own home, a safe space to call yours, where your children can thrive and where you can create lasting memories. The homes we hand over today represent safety and security, words which have taken on new significance given our experiences with disaster, dislocation, and upheaval over the past few years. Hurricane Maria and Erica before it will forever be etched in our memories. We saw the fury, we felt the destruction, but most importantly, we experienced the unity and determination of our people in the aftermath. Today's ceremony is another testament to the fighting spirit of Dominica, our capacity to rebuild, and our unwavering commitment to ensure a safer and better tomorrow for all. Every gathering to hand over new homes is a celebration of our resilience as a nation, the strength of our community, and the bright future that lies ahead. Our journey of recovery post-Hurricane Maria has been a story of global partnership and cooperation. We have enjoyed especially solid relations with the European Union in our efforts to build resilient infrastructure, enhance shelter capacity at the national level, and provide our citizens with safe havens in times of severe weather. I extend sincere gratitude to Ms. Koenig and Ambassador Vashlinsky for their staunch support of these projects and for being here in person to celebrate with us today. We are truly grateful for your presence. My dear Deputy Secretary General, please convey our sincere thanks and gratitude to the entire European Union family for the generosity of your countries to Dominica. And let me say to you that the European Union does not owe us anything as Dominicans, because they too have their own challenges. But they recognize their greater commitment to international development and solidarity. And this is why we are celebrating the handover of these homes today. We extend again our profound gratitude to the European Union. Friends, this additional 18 housing units in Touna Village, Concord, Mahaut River, Gaulette River, and Sensi represent more than just shelter. They symbolize hope, a fresh start, and a promise kept by the government of Dominica to its citizens. They reaffirm the commitment we have made to empower our people to stand strong against the adversities of nature. I was reminded this week that our resilience journey has been an inspiration to many, and the world is watching. They're watching what we are doing as a small, vulnerable state to provide livelihood support when the worst effects of climate change hit home. How we are keeping our citizens in jobs and helping them to maintain their small businesses, feed their families, and keep a roof over their heads. They're watching how we improve our practices, secure our food systems, reinforce key public infrastructure, and achieve energy security. At the Dominica Geothermal Global Partners Conference held earlier this week, Ms. Colin Francis of the World Bank reminded us that Dominica was among the first to begin using the expression, build back better, to encapsulate our objectives for stronger, more resilient systems. Building back better is now a catchphrase around the world. So we have been consistent with our advocacy for increasing resilience to the effects of climate change as a development priority. And we have followed up with actual policies, programs, and projects. Look around our country 6 years after Maria. Hundreds of families are in new homes in communities across Dominica, built to withstand the fury of hurricane-force winds and other disaster effects. This is complemented by all-purpose regional emergency centers, which have enhanced shelter capacity at the national level. And again, we express our profound gratitude to the European Union, who financed the 2 national emergency shelters, one in Jimmet and the other in Cassibruce. And I must say, very costly but important edifices. So we are grateful to you. And so we are progressing steadily with our major initiatives to boost resilience, including the construction of a 10-megawatt geothermal plant in the Roseau Valley. And again, we would not have made much progress had it not been for the confidence and the commitment of the European Union, being among the first to provide us with financial support for the drilling of our wells. And of course, the French Republic, who is part of the European Union. And so you can see that the European Union is really intertwined with Dominic. In every facet of our development, the European Union has been along Dominica's side, urging us and giving us the encouragement. And so, my dear friends, these policies are all to improve lives and build sustainable, safer futures for our children. As I always say, our policies are fundamentally about people and people development. This Labour Party government is about responding to our people's most basic needs here in the Concord territory and across Dominica, to ensure they not only survive, but thrive, even in trying times. We make no apologies for pursuing an aggressive housing program, which provides our most vulnerable with safe shelter, give them dignity and the opportunity to lead better, more fulfilling lives. To the beneficiaries of these homes, I extend my heartfelt congratulations and excitement for you. I urge you to treasure your new homes, not just as structures of brick and mortar, which offer you safety and security, but as symbols of our collective strength and resolve as a nation. Be proud of this gift, for it is a most tangible investment in your future and the future of your children. And so, let us always show gratitude for these very important gifts. To our partners again, I place on record our deepest gratitude for your enduring friendship and support in our Build Back Better journey. The European Union has been with us in healthcare, in education, in public infrastructure, in housing, in water resource management, and helping us build resilience overall. But my dear Secretary, Deputy Secretary General, we show our gratitude to the EU not only for your tangible gifts, but for your sincere understanding of our challenges and your commitment and willingness to work with us in addressing these challenges and by working together. Your empathy and your sincere concern have not gone unnoticed by me as Prime Minister of my country, and of course, all our citizens. And to our dear head of mission, you've been a pillar of strength and encouragement to us. And we are very grateful for your enthusiastic support to Dominica and your entire staff. We can always rely on you for guidance as we work with the European Union on so many issues that work together, not only bilaterally, but multilaterally. And so we're very grateful to you for this. I want to say again to Deputy Secretary General, rest assured that the EU has a trusted, a sincere, and willing friend in the government and people of Dominica. And you can always rely on us for supporting your endeavors. This is why we have made it very clear that we do not support the aggression towards Ukraine, and we have supported all resolutions that have been brought forth to the United Nations, because we believe that every country must respect each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty. And so we stand with the European Union on this matter. To Ms. Colin Roberts and the staff at the National Authorizing Office, I want to thank you for your exemplary leadership in the administration and execution of the EU-funded projects. I commend you for your commitment to task and for your professionalism and high standards. And I want to thank the Financial Secretary and all for ensuring that we are able to account for every single euro given to us by the European Union on these and so many other projects. And so I believe Dominica is a poster child for EU-funded projects and how successfully they can be implemented and how they target the beneficiaries, and the beneficiaries do receive those gifts, as we're seeing here today, in a manifested and tangible way where we can take this back. And to the still new Minister for Housing, who has hit the road running, I recognize her passion, strong work ethic, and a determination to get the job done so that more of our people can access proper housing across Dominica. To the parliamentary representative, Honorable Kozia Frederick, and to the staff at the Ministry of Calnago Upliftment, I place on record as Prime Minister my gratitude for their service to the Calnago people. I want to say to my friends in the Calnago territory that we shall continue to work with you as we address your economic and social challenges as Indigenous people. And I thank you all for being here today. I thank our friends from the European Union who traveled here specifically for this ceremony. Came all the way from Europe just to be here with us, to celebrate with us. And of course, in particular, the 18 of you will be receiving keys to your brand new home, brand new homes that you call home. And so we again express our gratitude. Please extend a hand of applause to our European Union friends. May God bless our country, Dominica, and may God bless the European Union as we work together to addressing many issues, including the major issue, my dear, of climate change. And I dare say that the European Union as a grouping is in the best place to assist developing countries in overcoming challenges of climate change. Because in the European Union, there is a level of consistency, notwithstanding ideological pursuits, there's a level of consistency at the European Union on what we need to do to confront climate change. And I do urge that you continue to provide the leadership, the moral leadership that's required, and leadership that provides hope to developing countries, that they're people who are serious about the impact of climate change and who are serious about taking action and supporting nations like ours in the Caribbean and the developing world to overcoming the impact of climate change and building resilience within our systems so that we can withstand the impacts of any disaster. Again, our profound gratitude and thanks to the European Union for this very important gift. The reality is we will not be able to do it alone, but with partners like the European Union, we're able to achieve our desired objectives as a country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, for your leadership and commitment to the cause. At this time is the most important time, I guess, for the beneficiaries particularly. We want to hand over the keys to the beneficiaries, and we would like to ask the Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Minister for Housing, and the Deputy Secretary General for the European External Action Service to do the honors in terms of the handover of the keys. Okay, so we are handing over ceremonial keys with distinct visibility to our beneficiaries. We'll start with the hamlet of Touna, Concord. We have Mark Valmont. Mark Valmont. Beneficiary number 1, TC1, Mark Valmont. We have Mr. Steve Valmont. Steve Valmont. The key will be received by his daughter. We have Miss Yvonne Valmont. Yvonne Valmont. We have Jane Frederick. Teresa Auguste. And we have Mr. Mitchell Irvins Auguste. So let us give a round of applause for the 6 beneficiaries from Touna, Concord. In Touna, Concord, there were 2 two-bedroom units constructed and 4 three-bedroom units. We go to St. Cyr. We have Rosilia Francis. We have Stephen Valmont. Elvis and Lorna Valmont. Christabel Daru. We have Antoinette Sanford. Geraldine Sanford. Geraldine Sanford. Pardon? Okay, he took it. Okay. Celestine Valmont. A round of applause again for those in St. Cyr. There were 3 two-bedroom units and 4 three-bedroom units constructed in St. Cyr. We go to Gaulette River, John and Jennifer Frederick. Raphael and Celestine Valmore. And Miriam and Clement Bruni. Three homes in Gaulette River, 2 two-bedroom and 1 three-bedroom. Then we go to Gaulette River. We have Ursula and Michelle Frederick. Mahaut River, pardon. And Shedier or Paito and Mary Valmore. So 18 beneficiaries have received their gifts. The gifts of their new homes. At this time, we would like to call 2 of the students of the Celibia Primary School to present bouquets to Her Excellency, the President of the Commonwealth of Dominica. And to Honorable Melissa Popon-Skerrit, Minister for Housing and Urban Development. We also want to give a Kalinago token to Ms. Helena Koenig, the Deputy Secretary General of the European External Action Service. Yeah. Everything Kalinago. I would like to invite Dr. Kira Paul, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Your Excellency, Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Honorable Melissa Popon-Skerrit, wife of the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Honorable Kozia Frederick, Minister for Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment, and Constituency Empowerment, and Parliamentary Representative of the Salibia constituency. Honorable members of Cabinet, Ms. Helena Koenig, Deputy Secretary General of the European External Action Service, Her Excellency Vasilevska, Head of Mission of the European Union to Barbados, the Eastern Caribbean countries, OECS and CARIFORUM, sorry. Mr. Lorenzo Sanford, Kalinago Chief. Other permanent secretaries, Ms. Colleen Roberts, National Authorizing Officer for the European Development Fund. Beneficiaries, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. On behalf of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development and our dedicated planning team, it is both a privilege and a profound joy that I convey our sincerest gratitude for your presence at this significant event, the handing over ceremony of 18 resilient homes in the Kalinago territory, a project made possible through the 11th EDF B-envelope State and Resilience Contract for the rehabilitation following Hurricane Maria, funded by the European Union. We are deeply honored to have had representatives from the European Union, the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, the Kalinago community, and all our esteemed guests in attendance. A special acknowledgement is due to Her Excellency, Mrs. Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton. Your presence symbolizes strength of collaboration and a shared commitment to fostering a resilient and flourishing community. We express our heartfelt appreciation to Prime Minister Honorable Skerrit and his cabinet for their exceptional leadership, resource allocation, and tireless dedication in making this project a reality despite the challenges that we face. Your unwavering commitment to our community's welfare and your resolute efforts in ensuring the successful implementation of this initiative have left an indelible impact on the lives of our fellow citizens. Our deepest gratitude is also extended to the European Union for their invaluable support and funding. Their dedication to constructing resilient homes in the Kalinago territory underscores their commitment to enhancing the lives of our community members. Ambassador Vasheska, please convey to the European Union that your generosity has strengthened the foundation for an inclusive and sustainable future, ensuring that our Kalinago natives have safe and secure homes. Our sincere appreciation to those involved in the construction of these resilient homes, Ms. Roberts and her NAO team, Creed, Donaldson and team in the Ministry of Kalinago Upliftment, the technicians in the wider ministry, and other public officers involved across the public service of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Your meticulous planning and your unwavering work ethic have brought this project to fruition. The contractors, the architects, the engineers, the high-quality homes standing before us today and which we will visit are a testament to your skills and commitment to excellence. To those who delivered the remarks, Chief Sanford, Deputy Secretary General Koenig, Honorable Minister Frederick, Honorable Minister Poppens-Skerrit, and our Honorable Prime Minister, we offer our heartfelt thanks for sharing your insights and perspectives on this momentous occasion. Your words have added depth and significance to our gathering. We also acknowledge the wider Kalinago community, our resilient and dynamic Kalinagos. Your perseverance, unyielding spirit, and enduring strength serve as an inspiration to us all. These resilient homes have been built with your needs and aspirations in mind, and we are confident that they will provide a safe and secure environment for you and your families. Finally, our gratitude to every individual who has played a pivotal role in the execution of today's ceremony, whether directly or indirectly. Your contributions, no matter how large or small, have played a vital role in making today possible. We value your presence, your support, and your unshakable belief in the transformative power of this project. In conclusion, let us remember that these homes and this ceremony reflect the collective determination of the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, the European Union, and the Kalinago community to forge a brighter future for all of us Dominicans. Once again, on behalf of the government of Dominica and the planning and execution team, I express gratitude to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Dr. Paul. We will now proceed to a guided home tour. And so we would like to invite the members of the head table to join us. Let us stand for the departure of Her Excellency. Thank you, Your Excellency, for joining us today.